Hey, what's up guys, Jacob here, back on another video. This video I'm going to be talking about the Birdie versus Mika matchup, and more of a like beginner's guide sort of, or like, you know, someone that doesn't have that much experience, just wants to know how to approach the matchup and what's good and bad to use. So I'm just going to go over these things so that maybe it'll help you in this matchup. So first thing you gotta know is that Birdie's very good at keeping away Mika. He has a lot of options to keep her away. So, for example, just like Zangief, she struggles with the banana. If you can get the banana out, she has a lot of trouble because she doesn't have really good option to get around it. She does have the drop kick, but as long as you stay near it, if she goes through a drop kick, she's gonna trip on the banana anyways. So she can't really do that. And you can set up pretty easily as well, unless she has meter. So any situation like this, you know, she tries to go for the drop kick, she's gonna wind up just tripping on the banana. See? So unless if she has meter, you can't do that. If she has meter, don't do that, because she can wake up with a EX Flying Peach and you just get punished. Even though it looks a little wonky, she still gets the punish, so you can't even do anything. You can't do a donut either. You get punished with a donut as well. So, well, there's a lot of things that you can do, and she can punish really well with that. So I'm just gonna let you know that as well. So when she has meter, you just gotta be careful against an Mika that knows what to do. The Flying Peach gives her a lot of leeway for punishes, or a lot of openings for punishes. I think this is the armor. It is. Okay. So she can punish this. She can punish the slide if you don't do it perfectly. You have to hit it literally on the perfect frame where it's -4. That's the only time it's safe to do. And you get a punish. But yeah, that move is gonna be kind of the tool she uses. You can't throw chain. Don't use chain unless if she uses the V skill. You can catch her if she's trying to do the V skill from long range or whatever to build up command grab damage. You can just use this. Wait for her to throw it down, and then it becomes like there's a slight opening for her, and you just throw it at her. I'll just show anyways, why not? Alright. Gotta time it a little bit. But yeah. You can punish her from a distance, that's the only time. I mean, you can use this too. The problem is the mic might hit you like that, so yeah, just better off doing this. Yeah, that's probably the only time you're really going to be using the chain, so yeah, for the most part you don't want to use it. And another thing is you want to make sure you always space at a good distance away from her, you know, just in case, you know, for the drop kick. You can use jab, that's the more laser option. I'm kind of like wailing at this, I'm not really like slowing down. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me go over the dive kick. So I'm going over the drop kick right now, and her options in the neutral. So she has the drop kick that you can counter. You have options for it as well. You can armor it, and you're left in front of her with +3 advantage. I mean, if you know what's coming, you can do a lot more drastic stuff, but most of the time you're not going to just react like that. If you do, you can get a good punish, but most of the time you're not going to be react to that like that. But yeah, most of the time I just use cross jab because it's just easy. I don't have to really like, sometimes I don't do this in time and I just get crush counter. You don't want to get crush counter by that because that gives her so much. So yeah, that's why you mostly see me going for the more easier options at that range. And also another annoying thing that she has is the cross up, or the splash. Oh, no, not it. This move right here. So the only time this is dangerous is when she either has you in the corner or she's near cross up range against you. But usually if she's that close, you gotta try to stick out something to keep her out. But, you know, you want to, you know, you just want to keep her out. As you saw, I anti-aired that pretty easily, but yeah. Luckily, I do have pretty good active frames on the crouch medium, but it's not really timed that well in my opinion, I think. Probably didn't really time that. But yeah. If you know it's coming, you can get a really good punish on it. You know, You want some pressure. You can get a good punish on that. If you're really close, you can get more damage with this string. But yeah, that move is definitely annoying. If you want to worry about that, you could hold armor. Problem is, certain situations when she's really above you, like here. Okay, you can still get it like that. Auto-corrected there. It's more dangerous in the corner though, like I said, because, you know, you have to guess at that point. See? That becomes really annoying. And she gets a good meaty, and literally you can't armor on wake up because she has good OSs against it. For example, her crouch jab is 3 frames and it's +1 on block. So against Birdie, that string right there becomes really annoying. Now, unless if you're holding armor with 2 buttons, or like your EX armor with 2 buttons, it's going to be really difficult to try to deal with that for sure. See, it's just a really good OS. It breaks the armor. Like if I wake up with it, alright, she has to medium me though. She can OS you with that, with the cross jab into throw, or even just do a standing one. She has like literally a block string with that she can do. I believe this is literally a block string. There, you see, and then just do that, stand medium, like that. Because she gets to counter it on the stand jab, she goes into medium, and then EX, you know, then you're back in the corner. So you gotta be very careful. She's just really good up close. It's our Mika. That's literally the matchup. You know what I mean? Like, she has to get in however she can, and then literally maul you. And also, another thing about the dive kick is that when you block the dive kick, there's certain ranges that she's spaced out. You know, she doesn't always land on the same area when she does it. Like at a certain range, she will land in different spots. You know, depending on how close she got it. Like if she does it from like the max range, she can't really get too much. See, like she can't really. There's no like heavy mix-up unless she like uses this, but she loses Oki. So unless she does EX, I think the EX. I don't think that gives her Oki. That was pretty close. Yeah, no. Yeah, so she doesn't get Oki off of that. So what she winds up doing, a lot of our Mikas wind up doing, just to be aware of, they either do this, right? They try to do an option or something to do so that they can get the command grab to get Oki off of you. So just to be aware of those things that they might try to do. You know, she has a lot of good strings, like a lot of good block strings to do. So just knowing, like being aware of the spacing that you're at, you kind of know what she can do and what she can't do, and try not to let her get away with a lot. That's pretty much like what you have to do. You have good pokes against her. Her crouch medium kick is really good against Birdie though. Best thing to do against that is just like jab it, wait for it to come out, medium kick. But you're not really whiff punishing that often. It's not really a good, easy whiff punishable move, or move to whiff punish. But yeah. What else should I go over? I know I'm going through this like really fast. I hope I'm not doing it too fast. That makes sense. I know I'm like speeding past like multiple things at once, like kind of rushing it. But yeah. Hold on, let me see what else. What did I go over? I went over your options when you knock her down after situational stuff. You know, what you can do, her properties, and knowing your spacing, I guess. Yeah, if you get this from distance, you can't punish that with Flying Peach. You have good pokes against her. It's mostly a patient game and trying to get the banana out as much as you can. She has meter, you have to be very careful with that. But if she doesn't have meter, you can pretty much do whatever. So your starting game should always be good against Mika. You should always start off good. I mean, if you don't, it is what it is, but you should always start off pretty good against Mika. You're always in a good starting point against Mika just because you have all these options at your disposal against her defensively. that she can't really deal with. But yeah, once you know that, you know, you have confidence in neutral, you can react. You know, you gotta play against our Mika a lot, obviously, to start getting those muscle memories down and what to do. You know, situational stuff on offense. Obviously, you're really good against our Mika when you pressure. You know, you are Birdie. You know, if you have our Mika in the corner, it's like having, you know, it's really good. You don't have as much block strings as our Mika, as many options to go into command grab. You know, like our Mika has, you literally like this, you know, she has a lot of good strings that she could do. You know, this is really broken right here. That's a good one. And because Birdie has a 4-frame, it's a lot harder to try to challenge in situations like that. This is really good against Birdie. It's just really good. There's a lot of like, this stuffs out so much shit that he has. Like there's no air situation that she can't really deal with unless if he, like, or the Armika player mistimes it, maybe. But this should usually work a lot of times. It's just about timing it and stuff like that. But like I said, when you're playing against Armika that knows what he's doing, like he knows the frame data, he knows all that stuff, it is really difficult. You gotta play very solid. You do have the option or the tools though to play solid. That's why it makes this matchup not so difficult for Birdie and a lot harder for Armika. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good basic, like, I guess matchup tutorial. I mean, it's nothing too drastic. I think I went over. I'm not gonna really go over like too many like normal stuff like that, or like tech, I guess, when you're blocking like mix-ups and stuff. That's just knowing, like having knowledge in matchups. You will learn that eventually when you're playing against Armika. You know, like this, for example. You know, this is a 50-50. Obviously, you should know that. There's not much you do. You have to guess. You know what I mean? You're guessing when you block this. You can armor it, but you can also, you know, go for other stuff. You know, you're gonna mostly see Armika like going for jabs mostly, or trying to, you know, get a frame trap on you because you have 4 frames. So you have, it's a little more leeway on offense against a 4 frame to do a little more like stuff like that. But yeah, this, you gotta guess. So there's not really much to say to counter that. There's no, like, reversal maybe if you do it early enough. But yeah, like for the most part, you're not really gonna do much. She canceled that too, so it's a little bit dangerous. She knows you're gonna reverse, so she can counter. So you gotta be careful. But yeah, for the most part, I think I went over a lot of stuff. But let me know if I'm like missing anything you guys want me to talk about. I do know a decent amount about this matchup. I know a little bit about Mika. I know about her mix-ups. I know mix-up with her. I've done them. I've had fun with them. You know, messed around with them. So I definitely know. Like, don't use sweep a lot unless if you know that the Armika's not watching her toes or something. But you want to do this mostly if you're trying to hit her low. You know, keep her away. You don't want to be doing this. She can punish that if she has meter. If she doesn't, then I don't believe she can. If you do a full, like a max one, she has a little bit of startup on her sweep, so that kind of stops her from being able to do it. So yeah, this kills her really badly. Don't stay too close to it. I forgot to mention that. Don't stay too close to Banana. She does have range on her command grab. She can walk up and grab you, so don't stay too close. You know, walk back and forward. Make sure she's not drop kicking. If you're too far, she can get a free drop kick. So make sure you had a decent range to that, where she can't just scoop you from it, and she can't get a free jump kick off of you. But yeah, you want to be using this much against her either. You don't want to do that. You don't need to. You don't need to use it in the slide. It's too much risk. If she has meters, she gets Oki off for the flying pleats. You just don't want to be doing that too much. I know that, you know, there's habits, you know, that especially I know I have habits, you know, just because when you play certain matchups for so long, or matches against certain characters, you forget that the character has this and that option, so you wind up doing this, and then the player literally, oh, I got -3 there, and the player literally just, you know, starts mauling you because you forget, you know, like you're doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing against this character. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this matchup. I know I literally like was doing stuff really quickly and like going on and off from different things and going off track sort of. But I hope this was pretty good for understanding how to deal with her at a basic level, hopefully. But yeah, you guys let me know if it was a little too what do you call it, too much, I guess, at once, whatever. But yeah, just let me know how you guys feel about this matchup and stuff like that. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit and knowing how to approach it a little bit. Or maybe should I like do a replay? I think I have a replay. I don't know if it might be gone. I did play against Mika not so long ago. I guess I can go over that. I did win that, so I guess it could kind of help a lot. But you guys let me know if I should do that replay of the matchup, so I kind of go over it in that standpoint, so you see what I'm doing at least, instead of just me talking about it. But yeah, with that, I am out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate the support as always, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.